What's up, YouTube? I am heading to the gym. It is about 7 a.m. so I'm a little late today. We usually been getting up around 5 to go. What's up, you guys? I actually just got kicked out of our home office. Josh had to do a meeting, and so I am currently working on the couch, which I normally try not to do, but unfortunately when you work at home and you work with somebody else, you have to be flexible. Alright, so it is about 11:03 a.m. here, and so I'm still doing my fasting for the day. You can have LaCroix or sparkling water, and I highly recommend it because the carbonation and the bubbles actually kind of fill you up, or they do for me, and so I feel a little bit full. So going for 14 to 16 hours without eating, really, after a while you kind of get used to it. And after I have like my 30 ounces of water in the morning, I have one of these around lunchtime or around like 11, because then it holds me until about 1 o'clock. So what I like to do when I do intermittent fasting is I like to quit eating around 8 p.m. the night before, and then I usually don't eat until 1 the next day. And so I have this awesome link that will be in the description. And what it is it talks about what intermittent fasting is. And it's not a diet, it's more so a pattern of eating, because you're not necessarily changing, sorry, the carbonation. You're not really changing what you eat, you're changing when you eat it. Joshy.
What up? Hey guys.
How's your meeting?
Went really well.
Yeah.
So they said they find themselves in this position frequently, and they're looking for an agency partner to work with them on not just this project but on future projects too.
Super cool.
Super cool. The rate, they're fine with our rate. They like everything that we've said, and she's head of recruiting and like this, so that's super cool.
Yeah, she might even have connections.
And so Jeremy's sending me over the most recent version of his resume, and then we're scheduling a call, and they want to start pretty quick, which is...
That's awesome, and it'll be remote.
Yeah.
So cool thing, Josh, if you guys hopefully heard that, Josh just got off a phone call with
client.
With a prospective client. So we offer development services to any company that pretty much needs them, whether they're a startup, enterprise level company, or agency, like partnership programs, sort of like what's that called? Something augmentation?
Staff augmentation.
Staff augmentation. So he just got off a really good phone call. That's why I've been down here working. And yeah.
This would be a form of staff augmentation. What they're looking for is not necessarily just somebody that's technically capable, but they're looking for an execution partner. They're looking for somebody that can be dynamic. Like the project over the course of 3 months isn't one project, it's a couple different ones.
Yeah. That
they're looking to just bring somebody on that they know is available and is dynamic enough to jump between projects, problem solve, and be pretty self-motivated and independent. And that's the qualities, fortunately, we hire for and look for in the people we bring into our company. So it sounded like a pretty good fit. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
So I just got done talking to you guys about intermittent fasting, and the other aspect of our diet is actually keto, and that is a diet that is high in fats and proteins and low in carbs. And I will show you. You can eat lots of this. We have meat and lettuce and cheese and cucumbers, and I'm just gonna make a quick couple lettuce wraps with all of these ingredients. So when you eat something that's high in carbs, your body is going to start to produce glucose and insulin, and these are going to be your primary sources of energy. What that happens then is that your fat is then stored because it's not needed for that energy, because you have those carbs that are going to be taking over as energy. So when you cut out the carbohydrates, you are then going to start using the fat in your body for energy. Ketosis is a natural process that the body initiates to help us survive when the food intake is low.
During this state, we produce ketones, which are produced from the breakdowns of fat in the liver. So the main goal of a properly maintained keto diet is to force your body into this metabolic state. We don't do this through starvation of calories, but starvation of carbohydrates.
Alright, you guys, so after showing you kind of what we eat during the day, I wanted to actually explain to you a little bit about what the keto diet is for myself and why I do it. So first off, the keto diet is high in fats, proteins, and low in carbs. And so looking online with what it says that in the keto diet, it forces your body into the metabolic state. So that's where your liver is actually digesting your fats. They're getting broken down. And so what you do by taking in more fats than carbohydrates is you are forcing your body into this. Therefore, you start burning fats. And the reason why I started doing this was I started getting like pains, like right in like this area. And I started, monitoring what I was eating, and I noticed that anytime I ate breads or anything high in carbs and sugar, that it would cause these like pains in my side. And so I started cutting out these carbs, like these processed carbs, breads. I hardly eat pasta, rice, and all that sort of stuff. And then I really kind of tried to cut out sugar, and I started eating more of that. I think it's like Truvia something. And that actually really helped. And I noticed that my body itself actually got a lot leaner. And I was like all about that, because what girl wouldn't be? So yeah, that's kind of what the keto diet is, and that is why I do it and why I really enjoy it. And something else that you can do to check to see if your body gets into ketosis is you can pee on these little strips that they have at like Walmart or Target, and it'll let you know if your body is in ketosis or not. So it's kind of cool. To me, it's more like a game, and I feel better about myself, I don't hurt, and I just really enjoy it. And as far as the fasting goes, the fasting is something that I do for mental clarity. And I find myself to be very alert, and I'm in this high functioning state in the morning all the way until I have my first meal. And that's because I know that I can't eat till 1 in the afternoon. So therefore I need to work, and it's something that's already out of my mind. I don't have to worry about it, and I can just focus on what it is that I'm supposed to be getting done. So that's why I like the whole intermittent fasting. So I eat around 1. Later in the day I'll have my bulletproof coffee, and then I have usually a larger dinner, and I will maybe have like a late snack or something at 8, and then I usually stop, and then I stop eating at 8 o'clock, and then I go back into eating again the next day around 1 o'clock. It really just depends. Everybody's different. You can try it. I can share a couple links below on articles that I've read about it, and just let me know what you think.